wanted to show you some preschool things that I've been doing with my littlest one. She is 3 years old this year, and there are things that I need to do to keep her busy during the day. If you don't know my family, there's a huge gap between my biological children and my now adopted child who is 3. And so we are starting all over again at the very beginning with preschool after graduating 2, and my youngest biological child is a senior in high school. And so I thought I would get on and show you this really neat thing that I made for my littlest. It's an early learning binder, and if you are familiar, if you have homeschooled for a while, or if you're familiar with private schools or even public preschools and kindergartens and first grade even, they do circle time, right? They get there and they do their calendar and they do, I don't know what else, hundreds charts and things like that. Well, in my little house that we live in right now, I don't have room for a homeschool room, and I don't have much space at all. So I like this in that I can't put up posters all over the house, and I don't have a room to put up posters in and do circle time and things like that. It would just take over. And so this is a good alternative to that. We can go through it, then put it away for the day. So let's just get started. I'll show it to you. And I will link everything below that I found. This is the first page that I put in, and it is a spelling page, a name recognition page. And so we open it up and we go through. I put a sticker under each letter of her name, so she touches each sticker while spelling Gracelyn, spells Gracelyn, and then little Velcro dots on the back of these letters, and that came with the kit that I'll link below. And she can build her name, G-R-A, and so on. When she gets a little older, she's not quite ready for this yet, she will use the dry erase pen and trace her name then. Then I put her last name on the next page, and this is just in page protectors. Her last name is here. Also her mommy and daddy's name is in there. And that's just something I wanted my little one to know. You would be surprised how many little ones don't know mama and daddy's name. So if they ever get lost, you know, what's your mama's name? And they go, Mama. Well, it doesn't work, does it? So I wanted my little ones to always know my daddy's name is, and be able to say it, my mommy's name is. Turn the page, and she gets to take her dry erase pen that I put some Velcro on, and it stays right here, and she gets to use a dry erase pen to see if I can get it where you can see it, to circle the date, the day of the week, the month, and down here the day. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what month is it, and what day it is. Then the next page is circling the weather. Let's look outside. Is it sunny, partly cloudy, raining? And she will circle that. Now this section here is different. I've homeschooled for ages and never intentionally taught emotions, I have to say. But it's a thing now, so I said, oh, okay, well, I'll just go with it. There's nothing wrong with it. And so it actually ended up being pretty cute, even though I was a skeptic. And she circled that she was worried this morning, and that brought up a conversation about why she was worried, and we could talk about it. So cute. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. The next page shows more weather. This one just has a little circle in the center, and you can use the Velcro dots again. You can have them choose, is it hot today or cold? And they put that in there. I'm trying to do this while holding it. And it's cloudy today, so she put up the clouds, cloudy today. And then we talked about seasons, so that's here. And there's all these little cards that come with this kit. I don't know if you can see them, but some of them, you know, go with certain seasons. In the spring is when the flowers come up, and in the summer, we eat ice cream all year, folks, so that goes anywhere. But hey, it's a summertime thing. Watermelon is in the stores more often in the summer. That goes there. We wear mittens. We don't wear mittens in the summer. They're too hot. We wear them in this winter, and it snows in the winter, so we would do that. This next page also talks about emotions. Pretty cute. And the teaching of emotions. Super easy. But it was obviously a fall kit. Came with these little pumpkins. Okay, and then she matches them up. The little girl here is crying. So then you would find the pumpkin. She's sad today. And this little girl is angry. So then you would find the angry pumpkin and match it up, and so on. This one is worried. We were worried this morning. And this little pumpkin is worried. It's cute because I call my little one Pumpkin Poo, so hey. This one is something different. Didn't come in the same kit, but I will link this below also. It's character traits. We are a Christian family, and we like to use scripture and do a Bible time. My child is in a preschool that does not teach Bible. That's a worry for me, and so I have to teach it at home. The Bible tells us in Deuteronomy 6 that we need to teach them at all times. You can look that up. Deuteronomy 6 through 12-ish, something like that. But this is the character trait for this week, being obedient, and it just explains what being obedient is. And there's a Bible verse in there, and then a little ditty song. If you obey it and you show it, you'll do what you're told. Okay. Then it just explains what being obedient is. To obey, just part, is not smart. God knows what is in your heart. Being obedient is the opposite of being defiant and rebellious. Children, obey your parents in everything, for this pleases the Lord. And in the printouts, there is a specific version that they use, but you know, you can use whatever version you want. Then the next section is still part of our Bible time, and I would usually read a Bible story at this time. But these little song cards came from ABC Jesus Loves Me, and I'll link that below. I actually purchased this curriculum for her last year, and we have been working our way through it, but I kept some of the song cards and stuck them in here. They just remind me that a little song right now would be fun, and I love the ones that she included in her curriculum. So we've been working on Oh Be Careful and Trust and Obey. If you go to church sometimes and they use a lot of contemporary music, your children don't know those hymns, and so I make it a point to teach some of the hymns in my homeschool. The next page is a letter recognition page. They come with matching movable alphabet here. Put your Velcro dots on the back, and I bought the clear kind, okay, so you can see through. And they just match them up. My little one learned sounds. A, B, K. You can also sing the alphabet song at this time. And also, I have another page that has lowercase letters that we could add here, and that way she would have to match up uppercase with lowercase. Then we get to use the dry erase marker again, and she gets to do some tracing. You can see what she's done. For a 3-year-old, I think this is pretty good, but you know, she's my kid, so I'm biased. I don't know why she skipped B. She didn't like B today. Okay, so that's another page that I got with the kit. Then we go to numbers. Numbers, same thing. They have numbers there, and you have to match them up. And we would count. We've been counting to 10. Practicing numbers, the little circle, you can put, you can, as a mama, put the number that you want to in there. And then they have to put that many apples underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's so many around here because instead of storing them in a bulky envelope or something at the back, it made a lump and there were some tracing things in here. So instead I just put extra dots all around the page and it's stored that way. We would take these off and start with a fresh, an empty page to do that activity. She loves it. Then tracing numbers, same thing. This sheet is just its own activity. I got it from totschooling.net, and I laminated this one, and this was back along before I was doing this binder, but I added it because it just gives a little bit more practice. You would have to count the chocolate chips on the cookie and match it with the number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4, and so on. Those all come off. Then this is a pre-writing section. I got these from Shelf Work, it's called. I'll link it below. I'll try to find it and link it. But you can see that she has done some with her dry erase marker. Really cute little turtles. What goes this way? Ha! Turtles and penguins. Things to trace and write and try. Just so that they get that those pre-writing skills in. So here's some slants. And we don't do these every day, it gets too much. The up and down for a W or an M to practice. This one is more of a straight, looks like a square almost. Then we have some circles and shapes. And we haven't gotten this far yet. My little one is not quite ready to sit long enough to process all it takes to do that. But we're coming to that, and it's in here when she's ready. Now the next section is just the life skills section, and you can change things around or add to it. This came with the kit that I picked up, purchased. I really thought it was cute, and my little one loves this. Dry erase marker gets to come out again, and we can put some cavities in or some germs or whatever, however you choose to say it, and she gets to mark on there. And then we used an old toothbrush of hers. You can see she's used it. Ew. And then we just scrub off what she's made on there. So, made a mark. I'm going to brush our teeth. Here's a tip. Put just a little bit of hand sanitizer right here. Tell her it's toothpaste. Get it on the brush, rub it off, and it makes it nice and white. Super fun. She almost doesn't want to do the rest of the book because she's so busy trying to get to that one. Maybe that's an incentive. Then this one, and then I have it covered. This one is a telephone. So it has Mama's telephone number in the numbers here. And what we would do, everyone knows I live in Maine anyway, what we would do is then point to each one and say it. We would dial it, and then these little numbers she has to put in order on the Velcro dots there. And that's a life skill. Your children need to know Mama's phone number, Daddy's phone number, and also their address. So then the next thing I can add is probably her address or something like that. I have to look at my kit and see if that's in there, but I think that was all that was in my kit. There might have been a few more things that I didn't feel she was quite ready for. But yeah, that is our early learning preschool binder. We do this every morning. Then we put it away in a shelf or a drawer, and it doesn't take up any space, you know, on the walls or anything like that. If you're doing classical conversations, maybe you could put your memory work in here that you do every morning. That sounds cool, doesn't it? Might do that. And we're looking at foundations soon, and so that might go in here. Whatever you put in, you could put the Pledge of Allegiance in. You could put, if you do a catechism, you could put that in here. I've been homeschooling for so long. Hey, there's so many things you could do with this. I thought it was so great. And so, as you can tell, I have been at this a long time. I'm not a young mom. I'm not a millennial mom or anything like that. Past that. And so when I find something that resonates with me, it takes a bit for that, you know. I'm like, yeah, right. And I have to try it and make sure that yeah, it passes judgment. I've been, you know, been there, done that. I'm not just gonna buy the newest thing that's out there that's really cool. So, but this has been one of those things that I said, hey, that looks great, I'm going to give it a try. So I'll link it below. Maybe you'll love it too, and you can make one of your own. Add to it whatever you want. And thank you, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and have a blessed day. Which one are you doing? Cookies? That's cool. Are you going to do them all? There's a lot. It takes a lot of counting.
Can you help me, Mommy?
Absolutely. Count that one again. 1, 2, 4, 3. Come on.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Oh, you're skipping numbers. You're being silly. Let's count. Ready? Let's do it slowly. Ready? 4. Can you find the 4?